whole city is breathing slow, like it finally stopped pretending. I've been awake since something woke me. I can't remember what it was. There's a specific kind of quiet that only lives at 4 in the morning, where everything you've been avoiding comes and sits beside you. 4 a.m. quiet, just me and the things I haven't solved. 4 a.m. quiet, where nothing is required of me at all. I'm not sad exactly, I'm not anything exactly, just awake in the dark with myself for company. I made some tea and didn't drink it. I picked up a book and set it down. There's a version of this feeling I used to fight. Now I let it move through me. It takes as long as it takes and leaves when it's finished with me. The 4 a.m. has its own agenda, and I've stopped arguing with it. 4 a.m. quiet, just me and the things I haven't solved. 4 a.m. quiet, where nothing is required of me at all. I'm not sad exactly, I'm not anything exactly, just awake in the dark with myself for company. The dawn comes whether I'm ready, the day comes with its demands, but right now there's this hour that belongs to no one, that asks for nothing, that holds me without holding. In the 4 a.m. quiet, I am only here. 4 a.m. quiet, just this, just here. I noticed I stopped crying about it somewhere between October and now, and I thought I should feel relieved, but instead I felt the absence of the weight, like losing something I'd been carrying so long. I forgot it was a burden, like the grief became a room I lived in, until it was just the house. I'm holding a funeral for a feeling that finally stopped coming when I called. Funeral for a feeling. I didn't know I'd miss it, but I do. The numbness isn't peace, it's just the silence after something leaves. Funeral for a feeling that was mine even when it hurt. People kept telling me it would get easier, and they were right, and I resent them for it. Because easier meant the edges softened, and the edges were the last thing that was real. I wanted to keep the sharp part, the part that proved it mattered. Now I'm walking around in cotton, and I can't feel the ground. I'm holding a funeral for a feeling that finally stopped coming when I called. Funeral for a feeling I didn't know I'd miss it, but I do. The numbness isn't peace, it's just the silence after something leaves. Funeral for a feeling that was mine even when it hurt. Maybe this is what healing looks like from the outside of someone who isn't healed. Maybe I'll look back and call this progress, but today it feels like loss. Today it feels like I buried something that was keeping me tethered to what mattered, and now I'm floating, and I don't know if that's better. Funeral for a feeling I miss the way it hurt, I miss the way it proved that something was real. Your coat is still on the hook by the door. I keep meaning to move it. It's been 3 weeks and the coat stays, and I pretend that means something. The kitchen has your preferences in it. The coffee is the kind you liked. I drink it even though I don't, because buying different feels like conceding. Empty house, full of everything you left behind. Empty house, where I keep having conversations in my mind with the version of you who still lives here, in the objects and the routines and the air. Empty house, but I'm not alone in it. I sleep on my side of the bed, which is getting harder to define. The center keeps feeling like neutral ground, and neutral ground keeps feeling like giving up. I change nothing and everything. The rooms are the same, but the temperature's off, like the house knows something shifted and is taking its time adjusting. Empty house, full of everything you left behind. Empty house, where I keep having conversations in my mind with the version of you who still lives here, in the objects and the routines and the air. Empty house, but I'm not alone in it. I'll move the coat eventually. I'll buy different coffee eventually. I'll learn to call it forgetting will look like healing, and the healing will look like moving on. But tonight the code stays on the hook, and tonight that's enough. And empty house, the code stays one more night. I had a whole speech prepared. I rehearsed it in the shower for a week. By the time I saw you, I'd swallowed it and said fine. I said I'm fine. I've been swallowing things for years now. My throat has gotten good at it. There's a whole archive living somewhere below the words I chose instead. Swallowed it down, everything I meant but couldn't say. Swallowed it down, and smiled at you and looked the other way. One day maybe all of it comes up. One day maybe I stop being so good at this. Swallowed it down, but it's still in there somewhere. You asked me once if I was angry, and I said I didn't think so. And I believed it when I said it, which is the most frightening part. The body keeps its own account of everything a voice declined to say. And I can feel the balance getting heavier by the ordinary day. Swallowed it down, everything I meant but couldn't say. Swallowed it down, and smiled at you and looked the other way. One day maybe all of it comes up. One day maybe I stop being so good at this. Swallowed it down, but it's still in there somewhere. I wanna say the thing I mean once without editing it into something kinder. I wanna let it out without apology, without checking how it lands. But the habit runs deeper than intention, so I open my mouth and something measured comes out, and the real thing goes back down. Swallowed it down, I'm still swallowing, still fine. The light comes in at an angle now, like it's apologizing for being here. I track it across the floor each afternoon, from the window to the wall to gone. There's a beauty in the shortened days that I only find when I stop fighting it. A permission in the early dark to be less, to want less, to do less. Winter light, winter light, just enough to see by, not enough to hide. Winter light, winter light. The world goes gray and something goes quiet inside. Not the sad kind of quiet, more the held breath kind. Winter light. And I am learning to be still. I've been inside more than I should be, but the outside doesn't want much from me either. We've come to a mutual understanding. The cold and I, we leave each other alone. There's a soup on the stove since Tuesday. I've been adding to it rather than ending it. The house smells like something that takes time, and I have time. Lately I have time. Winter light, winter light, just enough to see by, not enough to hide. Winter light, winter light. The world goes gray and something goes quiet inside. Not the sad kind of quiet, more the held breath kind. Winter light. And I am learning to be still. People talk about winter like it's something to survive, but I think it might be something to inhabit. A room inside the year where the things that need to rest can rest, where the things that need to end can end without apology or urgency. The light is enough for what the light is for, and I am enough for what I'm for right now. Winter light, just this, just enough. I told myself I'd delete it by September. September came and went without a ceremony. Your name is still exactly where I left it, alphabetically between two people you'd have liked. I've drafted messages I never sent about things you would have had opinions on. I draft them and I close them and I keep your number, like keeping it means anything. I kept your number, I kept your number, like you might call me back from wherever you are. I kept your number, I kept your number. Some habits don't know what to do with loss. doesn't know you're gone. It just keeps you in the list. I kept your number because deleting it felt too final for a Tuesday. There's a voicemail I haven't played in months, but I haven't deleted it either. Just knowing it's there feels important, like proof that your voice existed in the world. I know the mechanics of grief better now than I did before you gave me reason to. I know it doesn't follow any schedule, and it lives in the smallest specific things. I kept your number, I kept your number, like you might call me back from wherever you are. I kept your number, I kept your number. Some habits don't know what to do with loss. The phone doesn't know you're gone. It just keeps you in the list. I kept your number because deleting it felt too final for a Tuesday. Maybe one day the phone will break, or I'll get a new one and start over, and the question of whether to transfer it will be the thing that makes me decide. But not today, not this week, not while the voicemail is still there, not while your name still looks normal in the place where normal names live. I kept your number, it's still there, it's still there. I showed up to everything on time. I answered emails the same day. I cooked actual meals and watered the plants, and fell apart between all of it. The falling apart was neat, contained, scheduled into the gaps where no one looks. The shower, the commute, the 10 minutes before sleep that I allocated to it. Quietly falling apart, so quietly that no one thought to ask. Quietly falling apart while maintaining an excellent exterior. I've become very good at the performance of being someone who is doing fine. Quietly falling apart behind a face that looks like mine. My friend said you seem so put together, and I laughed because what else? The togetherness is the most exhausting part, more exhausting than the falling. I've started to wonder which is the real one, the one who shows up or the one who crumbles, and whether they've been separate this whole time, or whether I'm one thing doing two things. Quietly falling apart, so quietly that no one thought to ask. Quietly falling apart while maintaining an I've become very good at the performance of being someone who is doing fine, quietly falling apart behind a face that looks like mine. I think I want someone to notice without me having to tell them. I think I want the falling apart to be visible just once, just enough to be real. But visibility is its own kind of risk, and I haven't decided yet if I'm ready. So I keep the neat version out front and quietly, quietly, quietly falling apart. So quietly, even I almost miss it. Hmm. 3 hours and I've said nothing out loud. Just the road and the music and the dark. I've been having a conversation in my head that I probably needed to have weeks ago. The headlights make the rain look like something. I don't have a word for it. The way the light breaks in the water is the way some feelings break in me. The long drive home, where I do the thinking I've been putting off. The long drive home, where the speed and the dark make it safe to feel. I'll arrive at something by the time I get there, or I'll arrive at nothing, and that's okay too. The long drive home is the only therapy I can afford tonight. I thought about stopping somewhere, but somewhere felt like interruption. And the thinking needs the movement, the thinking needs the forward motion. I've solved nothing and released something, which might be the same thing. I can't remember what I was holding with the same intensity I was holding it. The long drive home, where I do the thinking I've been putting off. The long drive home, where the speed and the dark make it safe to feel. I'll arrive at something by the time I get there, or I'll arrive at nothing, and that's okay too. The long drive home is the only therapy I can afford tonight. There's a version of this drive that ends in crying, and a version that ends in something like clarity. Both are honest, both are valid, both get me home. The driveway comes when the driveway comes, and I'll park and sit a moment before going in, finishing whatever needs finishing in the car where it started. The long drive home, I'm almost there. just wasn't the loudest thing in it. I watched the conversation happen around me, like weather that didn't include my forecast. I have opinions, I have stories, I have a whole interior life. But the space between thinking and speaking has always been wider for me than for others. No one asks the quiet one how they're doing in any real way. No one asks the quiet one because quiet looks like okay from a distance. And I am very good at the distance. The distance is where I live. No one asks the quiet one, and the quiet one stopped expecting it. Someone across the table caught my eye once, and I thought, here it is the moment. And then they looked away to someone louder, and I forgave them almost immediately. It's not bitterness, it's just the pattern. The pattern is so old, I've stopped naming it. It just is the way some things just are, the furniture of being who I am. No one asks the quiet one how they're doing in any real way. No one asks the quiet one because quiet looks like okay from a distance. And I am very good at the distance. The distance is where I live. No one asks the quiet one, and the quiet one stopped expecting it. But I want you to know that the quiet one is full of observations and grief and love, and a particular kind of longing that comes from watching connection happen from just outside the circle of it. I am not empty, I am just unasked. No one asks the quiet one, but I'm here. I'm always here. There was a moment on the front step when the timing was exactly right, and I opened my mouth and felt the words right there at the back of my teeth. And something happened, something stopped me, not fear exactly, something quieter, like the sentence was too large for the ordinary air between us. Almost said it, almost said it, the thing I've been carrying for months. Almost said it, almost said it, got as far as the first sound and stopped. The unsaid thing is still alive in me, living in the space where the words didn't go. Almost said it, and the almost is the whole story. You looked at me like you were waiting, or maybe I wanted you to be waiting. Either way, I folded it back up and said something about the weather. I've been translating the real thing into something safer my whole life, and the translation loses something every time I do it. Almost said it, almost said it, the thing I've been carrying for months. Almost said it, almost said it, got as far as the first sound and stopped. The unsaid thing is still alive in me, living in the space where the words didn't go. Almost said it, and the almost is the whole story. One day I'll say the version I mean, without the safety edit. One day the front step moment will come again, and I'll let the sentence finish itself. But that day wasn't this day, and this day is the one I have. So I carry it a little longer, and it's getting lighter, or I'm getting stronger. I can't tell which. Almost said it. Almost. Next time. I miss the particular smell of your jacket in the cold air on the walk to the station. I miss the way October felt specific before October just became October. I miss having someone to send the leaf to when the colors were doing that thing. I miss the grammar of us in autumn, the specific sentences we made together. What I miss about autumn is that you were in it. What I miss about autumn is the version of the season that had you. I still get autumn every year, but it's a different autumn now. What I miss about autumn is what autumn used to mean. I miss the coldest context for warmth, the way being cold together felt like something. I miss having a reference point for every beautiful and difficult thing. The leaves do their thing without me now, and I watch them like a documentary about a country I used to live in that doesn't issue visas anymore. What I miss about autumn is that you were in it. What I miss about autumn is the version of the season that had you. I still get autumn every year, but it's a different autumn now. What I miss about autumn is what autumn used to mean. Maybe this is how we carry people in the seasons that remind us, in the smells and the angles of light that refuse to update their associations. Every autumn I get a little of you back, just the echo, just the residue. And I've stopped being sad about that. I've started being grateful. What I miss about autumn you in it. Just you in I didn't fix anything today. I tried one thing and it didn't work. I had a plan and the plan became a list, and the list became something I'll do tomorrow. But I made it to the evening, which on some days is the whole achievement. And the evening is quiet and I'm in it, and that's gonna have to be enough. Enough for tonight, enough for tonight. Not everything, just getting through. Enough for tonight, enough for tonight. The small mercy of still being you. Tomorrow is a different negotiation. Tonight just needs a place to land. Enough for tonight, and enough is a kind of whole. I was hard on myself again, in the specific way I know how to be. I said the things to me that I would never say to anyone I actually loved. And then I caught myself mid-sentence, and something in me said, not tonight. Not when you're tired, not when it's dark. Some things can wait until you're stronger. Enough for tonight, enough for tonight. Not everything, just getting through. Enough for tonight, enough for tonight. The small mercy of still being you. Tomorrow is a different negotiation. Tonight just needs a place to land. Enough for tonight, and enough is a kind of whole. I wanna learn to give myself the gentleness I give other people. I wanna say you did what you could and mean it the way I'd mean it for someone else. I'm practicing, I'm learning. It comes easier on the good days. Tonight isn't a good day, but enough for tonight is a start. Enough for tonight. Just this, just enough. You keep describing someone I used to be, like she's the one sitting here. And I don't correct you because I love you, and because I'm not sure how to explain. The version you remember was real, but the version I am now is also real. And somewhere between them is the story of how I changed without telling anyone. The version you remember laughed differently, wanted different things. The version you remember was certain in the ways I've become uncertain. I'm not worse, I'm not better, I'm just someone else now. The version you remember loved you the same, just from a different place. I've grown in directions you didn't see, because I grew them while you weren't watching. And now when you look at me, you're looking for someone who moved. I don't want to grieve myself to you, that feels like too much for Tuesday. So I let you remember the older version, and I keep the new one for myself. The version you remember laughed differently, wanted different things. The version you remember was certain in the ways I've become uncertain. I'm not worse, I'm not better, I'm just someone else now. The version you remember loved you the same, just from a different place. Maybe one day I'll explain the gap between who you think I am and who I am. Maybe over something slow and honest, I'll show you who I've been becoming. And maybe you'll love this version too, not instead of, but as well as. Or maybe the gap is just part of it, and we carry both versions together. The version you remember, I remember her too. I was her once. The small griefs are the ones that sneak up, the playlist that still has their name on it, the restaurant that closed that we were going to try, the inside joke with no one left to tell it to. These are not the griefs that stop you in the street, these are the ones that tap you on the shoulder at inconvenient hours, with inconvenient reminders that something small and real is gone. Small griefs, too small for ceremony, too real to ignore. Small griefs, they accumulate on the floor. I keep meaning to address them properly, give them the weight they actually carry. Small griefs, they deserve more than I give them. The book I recommended to someone who's no longer someone I know, the habit I formed because of you that outlasted the reason I formed it. I still do the thing you taught me, even though you're not here to see it. Small griefs attach themselves to routines and ride them quietly for years. Small griefs, too small for ceremony, too real to ignore. Small griefs, they accumulate on the floor. I keep meaning to adjust them properly, give them the weight they actually carry. Small griefs, they deserve more than I give them. I think I'll hold a small ceremony for all all the minor losses of this year. Pour something I don't actually like into a cup and acknowledge them. The restaurant, the playlist, the joke, the habit and the name and the almost. All the things that ended without ending. All the small griefs witnessed. Small griefs. I see you now, all of you. I was so sure of things before I knew better. The certainty felt like intelligence. I stated opinions like discovered facts and believed every word as I said it. I missed the version of confidence that came from not knowing the complexity, the cleanness of a world that sorted clearly into the right thing and the wrong thing. Before I knew better, everything was simple and I was certain. Before I knew better, the world had edges I could stand on. Now I live in the middle of things, where the edges are and where they aren't. Before I knew better, I was lighter, even if I was wrong. I've softened every hard opinion into something with more qualifications, and I think that's wisdom, but it's also a kind of loneliness I didn't anticipate. The more I know, the more I hold things lightly, and holding lightly is its own kind of cold. I used to hold things like they were mine, now I hold them like they might need returning. Before I knew better, everything was simple and I was certain. Before I knew better, the world had edges I could stand on. Now I live in the middle of things, where the edges are and where they aren't. Before I knew better, I was lighter, even if I was wrong. I don't want the ignorance back exactly, but I'd like the ease of it for an afternoon. The ease of believing what you believe without immediately arguing with yourself. The world is complicated and I love it, and I'm tired of it in equal measure. Before I knew better was a different life, but I think I was happy in it. Before I knew better, I was something I'm still figuring out what I am now. I've been awake since you asked me to stay, and staying felt like the only thing. I've been awake for all the small hours where the dark gets a specific quality. I watched you sleep and thought about things I don't have language for yet. The way love looks from the outside of it, when the person you love doesn't know you're watching. Holding vigil for the person sleeping through what's keeping me awake. Holding vigil, because being here feels like the only thing that's real. I'm not needed, you're okay, but I can't leave, and so I stay. Holding vigil for the weight of loving someone this much. There's a particular exhaustion in love that can't do anything, in sitting with someone and knowing that sitting is the whole of what helps. I've made peace with uselessness tonight, with the kind of help that only looks like presence, with being the warm thing in the room that doesn't fix it but is there. Holding vigil for the person sleeping through what's keeping me awake. Holding vigil, because being here feels like the only thing that's real. I'm not needed, you're okay, but I can't leave, and so I stay. Holding vigil for the weight of loving someone this much. The dawn will come and you'll wake up and ask me if I slept, and I'll say some, and you won't know the difference, and I won't tell you, because the vigil was for me as much as you, because I needed to be the one who stayed, because staying is how I know I mean it, even when meaning it means nothing changes. Holding vigil, I'm still here. I'll be here when you wake. People keep trying to fix the sad parts, as if they were a problem I haven't noticed, as if I didn't know they were there before they arrived with their solutions. I appreciate the love in it, I do, but the sad parts are information. The sad parts are telling me something that the fixing would interrupt. The sad parts are mine. The sad parts are mine. I didn't ask you to take them away. The sad parts are mine. The sad parts are mine. They're part of how I see and how I stay. I'll carry them as long as they need carrying, and put them down when they're ready to be down. The sad parts are mine, and I'm not ready to give them up yet. There's a grief that needs to be inhabited before it will agree to move along. There's a loss that has to be sat with before it will believe you felt it fully. I've tried the shortcut and it doesn't work. The feeling comes back wearing different clothes. So I've decided to let it take the space it needs and trust that the space has a boundary somewhere. The sad parts are mine. The sad parts are mine. I didn't ask you to take them away. The sad parts are mine. The sad parts are mine. They're part of how I see and how I stay. I'll carry them as long as they need carrying, and put them down when they're ready to be down. The sad parts are mine, and I'm not ready to give them up yet. I'm not performing sadness, I'm not making a home of it either. I'm just giving it the room it earned by being real and heavy in mind. And when it's ready it will go, and I'll be ready when it's ready. But the timeline belongs to the grief, not to anyone watching from outside it. The sad parts are mine, and that's okay. That's okay. I didn't plan to go that way. The route just happened to include your street. And I slowed down in the way I always slow down whenever the city reminds me. Your light was on the yellow kind, the lamp that used to mean you were home. And the lamp means nothing about you now. It means whoever lives there now is home. Driving past your street again, not on purpose, but not an accident either. Driving past your street again. The city keeps including you in routes. I could remap myself around you. I keep deciding not to. Driving past your street just to prove it doesn't break me anymore. The tree outside is bigger than it was, which is the most time has done to that block. Everything else looks exactly the same, which is its own kind of route. I used to know which step creaked. I used to know the smell of the hallway. I used to be someone who knew those things, and now I'm someone driving slowly past. Driving past your street again, not on purpose, but not an accident either. Driving past your street again. The city keeps including you in routes. I could remap myself around you. used to wonder where the light goes when a room goes dark. Not the physics of it, I know the physics, the feeling of it, where it actually goes. I used to wonder where people go, not the body. I know the body, the specific way they occupied space and made the space different. Where the light goes, where the light goes into the things it touched while it was here. Where the light goes, where the light goes into the memory of it still being there. I think the light becomes the shape of things that held it long enough to learn it. Where the light goes is into whatever loved it most. Think about energy being conserved, the physics that says nothing really disappears, just changes form, changes address, moves from one kind of being to another. I find this comforting on certain mornings and insufficient on certain nights. The insufficiency is honest, and I'm trying to be honest with it. Where the light goes, where the light goes into the things it touched while it was here. Where the light goes, where the light goes into the memory of it still being there. I think the light becomes the shape of things that held it long enough to learn it. Where the light goes is into whatever loved it most. I keep finding light in unexpected places, in something said that sounds like something they'd say, in a stranger's laugh that has the same quality, in a moment that feels borrowed from before. And I don't try to explain it anymore, I just say there you are, and let it be what it is, which is enough, which is more than enough. Where the light goes, it goes here, into here. I used to fight you at the door, push you back before you got inside, lock the windows, keep the lights on, do anything to keep you out for one more night. But you got in anyway, you always got in through the cracks I forgot to seal. And I'd wake up with you beside me and spend the day pretending you weren't real. Stay the night, grief, I'm not fighting you anymore. Stay the night, grief, come inside, I'll leave open the door. You're not the enemy, I made you, you're just the shape of how much I love. Stay the night, grief, you've earned your place in my house. I've made space for you in the schedule now. There's a time and a place and a portion to ambush me anymore. I'll come to you when it's time. And you've gotten quieter since I stopped fighting, like you only needed to be acknowledged, like the loudness was the unanswered knock, and the answer was just I know, I know, I know. Stay the night, grief. I'm not fighting you anymore. Stay the night, grief. Come inside, I'll leave open the door. You're not the enemy, I made you. You're just the shape of how much I love. Stay the night, grief. You've earned your place in my house. Maybe this is what they mean by acceptance. Not that the grief stops being grief, but that you stop being afraid of it and start being able to live alongside it. Grief and I, we've come to an arrangement. It visits, I acknowledge it. It moves on or it stays a while, and I work around it like any long-term relationship. Stay the night, grief. I'm not fighting you anymore. Stay the night, grief. Come inside, I'll leave open the door. Stay the night, grief. You're welcome here. You're welcome here.